Let's talk about young Don.
So everybody wants to know, why doesn't young Don believe in Christianity anymore? Well, the list is very long, and the amount of information that I have consumed over the course of the past months as I've been actively deconstructing, really my deconstruction started when God started to fail me years ago. I've been a Christian for 3 years, or I was a Christian for 3 years, but we don't have time for all that shit. There are plenty of books by guys like Bart Ehrman, Richard Carrier, Christopher Hitchens. I mean, there's a long list of skeptics, atheists, biblical scholars, people who are Christians and pastors and have PhDs that have written entire books on walking you through the deconstruction of this faith. So if you really are curious, you can go buy a book. But I'll just give you a couple pieces of evidence as to why I no longer believe this. Essentially, I stopped fighting cognitive dissonance.
So, young Don, I'm sure at this point you have received tons of hate saying things like you were never a Christian, or you didn't actually believe, or you didn't know what you believed. And I would probably say I would fall within the latter camp, that you weren't really sure what you believed before you either were heaped up as some sort of teacher, or you placed yourself in that position. And that's unfortunate, right? And I think by now you've already stated that yourself whenever you came out and said you were going to go back to work, right? You're going to be a working man, and that you should not have been teaching, right, so quickly and things of that nature. But one of the things that I would like to do is I would like to offer, since you now are going to be a talking piece, I presume, for the atheistic standpoint, I would like to offer myself to speak with you if that is something that you feel so inclined to do. The reason why I say this is because that's kind of what I do. I engage with Orthodox Jews. I engage with atheists. I'm in atheist rooms quite frequently. So I don't think that there's anything that you're going to throw at me that I've not heard that I could give, I think, a reasonable answer to why it is that Christianity has stood the test of time, and why it is that it's just not something that you claimed as cognitive dissonance. I feel the only reason there would be some sort of cognitive dissonance is if your personal actions were not in alignment with your beliefs of the time. That doesn't necessitate that Christendom or Christianity or the New Testament in and of itself is false. So if you would be interested in having a normal conversation with someone like myself, a Messianic who has engaged with both critical scholars all the way down to the evangelical scholars, let me know and we can set that up. We can have a, back chat conversation. We can do it live, however you prefer, so that maybe possibly some of your questions that you feel, or at least from what I'm gathering, you seem to feel are kind of unanswered by mainstream Christianity, that has left you feeling like God has either abandoned you or never was with you, or didn't give you any insight so that you could stay grounded and rooted within your Christianity. Hopefully I can be of some assistance. Until next time, shalom.